And the fundamentals of this building are stations around agreements to live together, commitment to, community and spirit, and above all, a rigorous pursuit for democracy and freedom. We've had bad periods in our nation's history in the past. Nigeria is beginning to move, and we have started on that course. We must take note of that. Now, specifically to the elections, when I got this invitation and I heard Rufai, a very strong member of the CPC, will be here, I thought that they would also invite other members of the opposition, like Patutomi and the rest. And I was told Pat was to come, and there were other people. The PDP were to come. I don't know why they did not. They are not here. But it's important that Rufai as CPC should take, and I predict is going to inherit the mantle of leadership from Buhari, who will be leaving. My only advice to him is that he has to defang the Martians, because most of Buhari's attributes and some of his followers had always been linked to violence. We must no longer be associated with violence and being entrepreneurs of intolerance. We've got to build a community in Nigeria. This is where we are going. And I will encourage him to inherit the CPT group so that he can help you, because I believe he's a patriot. But in moving forward in these elections, yeah, there are flaws, a few things here and there, but they are not enough to sour the sweet soup of our democracy. Not enough at all. It's important that in our examining this election, we should look at the positives. The positives include that Nigerians have come together under Jonathan to build a new Nigeria. And Jonathan was here, like the ambassador pointed out. He was also at the Foreign Council when he came in. He promised 4 things, both at the Foreign Council in Nigeria when he was sworn in and when he came here. And I'm glad Farm raised some of those issues that he promised. He promised electoral reform, electricity, education, and energy security. Those are the 4 E's he promised. And everywhere he went, he was saying that. On electoral reform, before this election, Dr. Jonathan had test run the electoral process. There were elections in Edo State, in Esako Central, the most important election in Edo State history. I remember the governor Oshomole flying to Abuja. He called me to his house. I tell the president not to interfere. I hear they are going to move in troops to prevent AC from winning. I told him this president will not interfere in local matters. He said, but his chief of staff is from that place. Chief Tony Anene is from that place. These people will prevent it. I assured him that this president is a new kind of president, a different president that believes in fairness, equity, and justice. Oshomole flew back. The elections were conducted. PDP lost. He flew back and congratulated the president publicly. It's on the pages of newspapers. There were elections in Anambra State. The president did not interfere. The ABGA won. Everybody was happy. There were elections in Ibejuleki and in Ikorodu. All these are run up to the elections. The AC lost in Ikorodu, they lost in Ibejuleki, and there was no protest. Everybody was happy. These are tests running. The president was testing and ensuring that Nigerians have the capacity to build their democracy with the support of partners everywhere. So the general election that was conducted last Saturday, I had to wait. I would have flown out 24 hours ago. I said I must wait until Jega formally announced. Even if I'm going to miss the early part of this discussion, I must witness Jega announcing the results. And he announced the results. He said they were credible, they were free, and they were fair. The logistical issues that were there are matters we can work with. And with a president who is willing to give Nigeria credible leadership, I think we are on course. The problems with even America, 250 years of democracy, we still have the Florida charter votes. And that does not mean that America has lost faith in democracy. They have pursued democracy. They have supported other countries to attain democratic excellence. And we are here. We are going to partner with the United States in a very strong way to build our democracy so that Africa and Africans and the rest of the world can be happy. I think that whatever mistakes that had been that Rufai is trying to raise by way of objection can be dealt with in the court of law. Anybody who has an issue with elections should not have instigated people to go on rampage. Buhari had said that people should lynch anybody. It's on record. He was out there telling people, lynch anybody who rigged elections. Fortunately, you have a president that says, do not rig for me. My ambition is not worth anybody's blood. We are here for justice and equity. And that alone should tell us that Nigeria has come to stay, that the unity of our country will not be compromised. And I want to advise El-Rufai that he should build a CPC. It's a very strong, formidable opposition party. You know, inheriting that mantle from Buhari, but without the violence, without the intolerance, it will be high sense of moderation, equity, unity, and justice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.